And we are asking people if this heat is really impacting more than just how much you use your air conditioning. It's really impacting just about everything.
Yeah, really, we're talking about attitudes, right? Maybe you notice people around the office a little bit more cranky, maybe even at home. 12 News journalist Troy Lynch, he spoke to people about how the summer heat can affect your mental health. Because, Troy, there is a link there.
There is a link, believe it or not. I know this heat can really get to you, whether it's physically or kind of gets inside your head too. It can also affect you mentally. That's why places like the Phoenix Public Library, the Mesquite branch, they have a cooling center. They have a hydration station that they have, and it's going to be extended for people to use because this kind of heat can make people sad. Or when I say that, I mean they can experience seasonal attentive disorder. Excuse me. No, I think I got that wrong. It is seasonal affective disorder. So, in other words, it can make people sad. So, with this being the hottest summer on record, it's forcing lots of people to just stay inside and avoid the heat, which can cause sad. Now, this is usually for places with colder temps and the lack of sun. However, according to Mayo Clinic, sad can happen in the summer because of this heat, which can cause sleeping problems, anxiety, and increased irritability. Now, we heard from Jaron at 4:30 who says he thinks that this can cause drivers to be more irritable. And then there was also Jerry who said there was a silver lining because at least you can still see the sun. However, when it comes to seasonal affective disorder, some people haven't heard of it, but they do believe it affects people.
Summertime, it gets hot, everybody gets, frustrated, stuff like that. So I'll be honest, crime, stuff like that goes up just because we're hot. So, we don't know what to do, gotta figure it out. So just that heat, it'll definitely change some things for sure. So, oh yeah, I've never heard of that term, but yeah, 100%, yeah, that makes sense for sure.
Now, Marlon did say that if you live in the desert, you kind of just have to expect this kind of heat, whether it extends or it's supposed to end at a certain time. But this heat can be dangerous. According to the Phoenix Fire Department, since May 1st, they have used 304 rapid cooling bags for heat stroke treatment. So if you're going to be outside in temperatures, because at Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, it's supposed to surpass 110 degrees. You just got to stay safe and also stay hydrated. But we're live here in Phoenix. Troy Lynch, 12 News Today in AZ.
And Troy, before we let you go, I know you spent some time at ASU, but this is, your first real summer here with your wife. Unfortunately, she's getting a taste of this. I'm curious, were you aware that there was that link between, because you worked in some colder states before, you've heard of those winter blues. Did you know about the summer blues?
Yeah, they call it seasonal depression. I moved from New Hampshire, and obviously there could be weeks where you would go without seeing the sun, and that would make me very upset. And obviously it does make you sad. You got to do other things to make sure that you're staying active and, keep that mentality positive, of course. But I didn't think that it could be a thing here. I knew people can get tired of the heat. My mom's lived in Southern California, and she's tired of the sun. She wants some rain. However, for me, I love the heat. I'd rather be hot than cold. So this is definitely more of a blessing than it is a bummer when it comes to the heat. But yes, I'm ready for double-digit temps, guys.
So are we. We're with you, Troy. No question about it. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us this morning.